I see it when I was growing up, men in my family and stuff like that. Again, that sort of role model of they didn't work for a living, they always had money in their pocket, always had a nice woman with them, nice car, loads of money in the pocket, and I thought that's what I wanted to be when I grew up. I didn't have any aspirations, any dreams, and it's really sad when I think about it that I had no ambition, you know. You know, from being a 12-year-old boy, 13-year-old boy having a joint, thinking it was all right, to full-blown using by the age of 20 and not knowing it, just thinking it's what normal people did, I was already lost, it was already gone. I was drinking daily, usually taking cocaine or something or another, and I just continued to do that for 20 years. When you're out dancing all night and all that is fun, but when you're sitting there the next day still using, and everyone's gone home and you're sitting in a bedroom still taking ecstasy because you can't stop taking it, and you think you're taking it just because you want more, when really you're just taking it because you have to keep taking it. It's a bit sad, really, you know what I mean? It's sort of a sad existence. For me, the chaos involved in my drug using was debts, hurting girls, hurting anybody, you know. I was violent, I was a terribly violent little man. It was chaos, you know. I've got 2 kids with 2 different women. I used to move into their houses, promising them the world, promising them to pay the bills, and all I did was take advantage of them, manipulate them, steal their money. The police would come, take me away, tell me not to come back. They'd release me 4 hours later, tell me not to come back, I'd come back again, release me. You know, it just went on and on and on until in the end they put me away for a little while, and that's sort of like when I started the journey of recovery, the clean-up process, you know. When they said you're going to get remanded, it was a real strange sense of relief. And I think that's a sort of, for me, that was like the fight was over. I didn't have to fight anymore. I didn't have to get up the next day and go out and do whatever I had to do to use or anything. The game was up. Something had changed, something had snapped inside, and I've heard it, people explain it as just your spirit snapping, your spirit had gone, and I'd never really had a routine. It was, yeah, I'd had jobs and stuff where I had to get up and go to work, but jail, for me, gave me that regimented routine, you know. I was told to get up at this time, the door was open. If I didn't shower then, I wasn't going to shower. You know, I had to go down and get my lunch at a certain time. Without that experience, I would still be where I was 5 years ago today. I went to that treatment centre and the guy interviewed me and he said, there's something different from the last time I saw you, what is it? And I said, I don't want to use no more. And what he said to me in there was, give me 6 months of your life and I'll give you your life back. And the man was right, because I've never used again. Nearly 5 years on, I've never used another drug. There's no good telling you it can happen. There has to be evidence of it, and for me, I am, and there's many of us that are standing, talking, walking change. You know, it happens. I've been a part of what I've been a part of for a long, long time, and there ain't much that gets past me. You know what I mean? I can work with people all day long. But in order of why I do what I do is that I believe that change is possible. It is possible, and it takes a lot more than just, you know, institutionalising someone and expecting them to change. You know, there's got to be a bit of work that goes into the rehabilitation, and that, you know, that's just having some empathy and some identification with the people you know that you're working with. You can't sit there with a fucking law degree and tell me how to change, you know what I mean? It don't work. I have conversations with people that have done all sorts of crimes and that they're not doing that stuff today, you know, that inspires me. So if it inspires me, it can inspire people to change. I've already overdosed and died once, so for me, you know, that's what awaits me if I pick up is death. I don't want to die, you know what I mean? I enjoy life too much now, I've got too much to live for. If I use again, all that becomes reality, because I'll become nothing when I use. It's just an empty shell. I don't believe I'll reoffend today, and I don't believe I'll reoffend tomorrow. But you know what? What's going to happen in the next 5 or 10 years, I don't know. It comes hand in hand with my using drugs. I don't, you know, I'm not going to use drugs today or tomorrow. But I think if I was ever to pick up drugs again, the chances of me offending again are pretty high.